My new book that's coming out is called Exhibit A. It's a raw forensic examination of a relationship's disintegration. May, a determined entrepreneur, and Derek, a high earning project manager, appear to have it all: a beautiful home in Oregon, a blossoming restaurant, and a romance built on the promise of stability. But as the bank of Derek begins to buckle under the weight of May's restaurant dreams and the secrets she can no longer afford to keep, the promise of their new life together cools, giving way to a clinical record of every mistake, every debt, and every silent observation. The book features a chilling reconstruction of text threads, audio recordings, and firsthand accounts. The story pulls back the curtain of the final months of a marriage defined by surveillance and control. When the lines between love and ownership blur and the cost of secrets become too high to pay, the evidence left behind reveals a terrifying reality. Some people, they don't just walk away, they leave a trail. The novel is inspired on true events, with names and details changed, so it's a fictionalized piece. So the book is 13 chapters. 40% of it is written from the husband's perspective, 40% of it is from the wife's perspective, 15% of it is from a mutual friend's perspective, and then maybe like the remaining 5% is written from another friend's perspective. So each chapter is told in first person, and it goes back and forth. I'm going to read from my book, Exhibit A, Chapter 9. This is near maybe like the last two-thirds of the book or the last third of the book where things are already unraveled, but trying to make the most of the situation. Chapter 9, Evicted. And this is in the role of Derek, the husband. It was a nice summer here in Portland. The year had gone by fast, and August was here. May's 46th birthday was coming up on August 10th. She always wanted to go to Las Vegas, and I was looking forward to a quick getaway. It had been years since we traveled. It was hard for us to get away because we were always working. May was still gambling. I accepted that gambling would always be a part of our lives. She was in a good mood because she won a $40,000 jackpot from playing the slot machines. I just wanted her to be nice to me. I remember how thrilled she was. I knew that win was only a small fraction of how much she spent gambling over the years, but I was glad she won. She used the money to pay down some of the debt that she owed her mom, aunt, and Adrian. She got my watch, our wedding ring, and a couple other rings out of the pawn shop. We paid August's rent for the restaurant and to Adrian. We paid the cell phone bill. After that, we had $3,500 left. May gave me the go-ahead to purchase the plane tickets, hotel room, and car rental using the funds from our joint account. I found a great deal on rooms at Circus. We were all set. I was in great spirits, and so was May. She was actually being really kind to me. On August 12th, I wanted to surprise her with a nice dinner. May said she was closing the restaurant early because it was slow. She said she would be at home at 7 p.m. I told her I wanted to pamper her. While Mai was at the restaurant, I ordered takeout from Antonio's Bistro, her favorite Italian restaurant, and I picked up her favorite wine, Rosada Moscato, which came in a blue bottle. I made sure the house was spotless. I picked out a romantic comedy movie for us to watch after dinner. I bought her a dozen red roses and a nice card. I wanted to make sure that she was seen. I knew she was a hardworking woman, and I wanted to show her how much I loved and appreciated her. Unfortunately, that turned into one of the worst nights I had. May got home at 7:15 p.m. She looked at the spread on the table, saw the wine and the card, and she smiled and said, "Thank you, honey. Oh, this is so nice. Baby, I love you so much." Then I heard a text notification. May pulled out her phone and read the message and said, "Oh shit." "What is it, honey? Everything okay?" May looked up at me. "Adrian needs a ride to the airport. I promised that I would take him, but I forgot about him." "Can he just take a Uber?" "No, honey, he can't. He wanted me to take him, and after everything he's done for us, I can't go back on my word. Let me just take him. I'll come right back, and we'll have a great night, I promise. Just have a snack or something. I gotta go." I was let down. I was frustrated. but I kept it from her because I was still hoping for a good night. I responded, "Okay, honey, I understand." I grabbed some cottage cheese, salsa, vegetables, and a Coors Light out of the refrigerator. I sat on the sofa and found an action movie to watch. I figured surely she would be back before the movie was finished, but nope, that wasn't the case. I hated the influence that May's friends Adrian and Michaela had on her when she hung out with them. I'd feel disrespected because she acted like a single woman around them, and they all made me feel like an outsider. She dressed up sexy for her friends, but not for me. When we were at the casino, they acted like superstars walking together, and I'd be walking behind them like a peasant. I was convinced that they were all against me. I could tell by the way they looked at me. The conversations were short when I tried to engage. Sometimes her friends wouldn't even greet me. At 9:15, I checked May's location and saw that she was not at the airport. "Honey, where are you? Are you on your way back? Send me your location." Adrian's flight was delayed, so he asked me to take him shopping at Cascade Plaza. "Honey, you said you were coming back after you dropped him off. It's been hours. What are you doing? What's really going on? Why do you always lie? Do you and Adrian have something going on? You talk to him for hours and hours throughout the day. I see the phone records. You two are talking all day and night. I know you guys are sending each other pictures. I have the transcripts which show the dates and the times. Some of them show 3-hour conversations." I moved in closer. "Adrian is your lover. This is why you are so fucking adamant about moving into his place so you two can be closer together." You fucking idiot. First of all, Adrian is gay. Second of all, I was just taking him to the airport. Third, his flight got delayed, so we went shopping. I actually bought you some shirts to wear on the trip, but you're so fucking jealous and insecure. Why are you such a fucking lunatic? I'm blocking you again. The night was ruined. I was enraged because May wasn't giving me attention. May was always lying to me. I knew she cheated. I had proof, and I'm sure he wasn't the only guy that she's messed around with. I texted Adrian. "Adrian, it's funny how easily you let May manipulate you. I know you are both lying to me. You're an idiot." Adrian texted back, "I'll be back for my trip on August 15th. When I get back, you will need to be out of my property, otherwise I will be calling the police. You still owe me $5,000 that I loaned you. I expect you to pay me back in full." I started packing my items. I called Uncle Henry to let him know that I was going to stay with him in Washugo. He needed help around his farm and had offered me a place to stay. I did not take the Vegas trip with Mai. I was too fucking upset with her. I resented her for how she destroyed my life. On the morning of the trip, I let the air out of all of her tires so she would miss her flight. She ended up calling Malcolm to take her to the airport. She even posted a video of herself at the airport bragging about the trip. I know Malcolm took that video. She had him wrapped around her finger just like Adrian. Fuck them. I went ghost.
Please like this video and subscribe to our channel. Thank you.